Hey guys, it's Jennifer with the Vivo Real Estate Team, and we are on Let's Talk Orlando.
Yeah.
Woo! We got Sandra and Angel in the house, so excited.
Yes.
And also you can't see it, and Jorge doesn't know this, but I shout out Jorge sometimes. We got Jorge behind the camera, and we're excited today for several reasons. We're here to celebrate our veterans, and this is also our first episode with Freedom Mortgage as our sponsors. Give it up for Freedom.
Yay.
Yeah. They're awesome. They're stepping it up, and we're gonna have more information about Freedom because they do give you the freedom, and they love our veterans too. So guys, it's so exciting. Today, I wanna introduce, first Sandra. Me and Sandra are both military moms, and my son is stationed on the USS Mississippi. He is in the Pacific right now on a 5-month deployment, and I miss him so much. So Sandra and I got to talking about, she also has her son in the military. And I want to introduce Sandra to you guys. She is one of our newest team members with the Vivo Real Estate Team. And so if you don't hear me, you might be hearing from Sandra. And how did we meet again? I forgot.
We met when we did the Miracle Morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we did the Miracle Morning.
For like 60 days, we did the Miracle Morning.
Yes.
And it was awesome.
She came to the class that I teach, and I'm going to have another class here in November. So definitely, check that out. And we did a 60-day challenge. And do you remember what we had to do in the morning, every morning?
Yes.
The savers?
The savers.
What was the savers?
Yeah, they were silent, affirmations.
Affirmations.
Then what was the
visualization,
right? Vision, and then exercise, and then reading,
yes.
and then writing on your journal.
So we would check in every morning, and this girl was like, sometimes there was mornings I didn't want to get up, and she was up. I've done this.
Yes,
I've done that.
Yes, I was on fire that time.
You'll be on fire
and
again.
We got to do it again.
We're gonna do a reboot.
Yeah, it was
so
awesome.
We got to know each other, and I found out that Sandra has a really great heart.
Yeah.
And when she connects with a client, she is just very loving, very knowledgeable, and very affirming to them. And so tell us a little bit, like, how long have you been in the business as a realtor in real estate?
Well, I started in 2009. And now I am with you guys. Well, it's been a great experience. I'm learning more. You learn every time. Now, the market is changing. Everything is changing, so we have to change. So it's a little difficult, but I'm getting there. The videos and the social media and all that extra
she don't
stuff
want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah,
she's like, no.
It's a little overwhelming, but I'm learning. I'm learning to, show myself out there.
Yes, but
I'm the behind the scene girl, but I'm very hands-on. So if the camera wants to follow me, let it follow me. But I'm not the one to hold the camera. Like,
sure.
I like to just, if you want to follow me. But I got to get my work done.
That's right. So we're going to be following some Sandra today, and we're going to be following Angel. So what would you say are the top 3 things that someone needs to look for when they're finding an agent? Because we talk to a lot of clients, and there's a lot of people out there, a lot of information, a lot of people who are lost. What are you seeing out there with someone who is looking?
For someone that's looking, it's very important that you actually connect with the agent you're working with, that you feel free to ask any questions, and the person is available. Like when they do call you, you're available for them, and guiding you in the right direction of the financial area, and the area that you want, the location you want. Then they're not misguiding you to the location they want. It's all about how they feel and their family values. That's what it is. The children, what school, do they want a pool? Do they not want a pool? Like, it's very important that the family feels important, and that you're giving what the family wants, not what you want.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna move.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying is it's really important to have that connection with the person's lifestyle, their beliefs, their values, because you can get online and go to Zillow and Realtor.com, But this is your family you're talking about. And one thing I know about your mom, she is always talking about you, always talking about her family, always, you know, praying over you. And I'm a praying mom too. And then she was mentioning, hey, about that, how she wants, you know, you to get a home. And I have my son too. He's only 20. And if you guys don't know, we're a member of VA Rep. And so one of the things we do is promote education for veterans in the community for housing. We also help with promoting against veteran homelessness. We just did an event, 22 for 22, where 22 veterans pass away every day, and so we need to have awareness for that. And we give away one free home to a homeless veteran every year. Wow. So if you have anybody, you may not know anybody right now, so tell me a little bit, Angel, like with your mom, she's been saying that you want to buy, possibly buy a house. And I know you're like a first-time home buyer. I wanted to bring you on because he's never bought a home. He's never, it's not in his radar. And one of the things is that there's so many benefits. So tell us a little bit about you. You said you're married and... Yes,
I'm married. Just had a baby.
Woo!
So I'm happy about that. Also, I'm in the military. I'm in the Army. I'm 88 Mike. I'm a truck driver. So we're always running missions. And it's been a great experience so far.
So, and how long, you said you were in for 3 years?
I'm about to going to be 3 years now, yes.
And you re-enlisted?
And I re-enlisted, yes.
So just curious, first, why did you re-enlist? Because my son is all about it. Like, he loves it, but I don't get to see him. He's underwater. What was it that made you think, hey, you know what, I want to kind of stay with this?
Well, also, I'm airborne, so I wanted to do an airborne unit because they first sent me to a regular unit. So I figured, I would do that. So I went to, I re-enlisted for Italy. So I'm gonna be heading over there. So.
That is so exciting. So I was talking to him about that. I lived in Italy for 3 years. And where are you going again?
I'm going to Vicenza.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so. How north is that? Because, I lived in Italy, but I know it's north, but I have no idea. Like where?
Yeah, I don't have much idea either, but it's a little up of Italy. So.
Okay, so there's beautiful mountains.
Yes, definitely mountains and hills and stuff. I'm gonna have to be running now, so
yeah. That you're gonna wanna.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about we were talking about what it's like to be in the military with the housing situation and with families. How's that been for you?
They do have government housing as when you join, you can do government housing or you can live off post.
Okay.
Which I prefer off post. I live off post.
Okay.
But if you're looking to get a home, it's kind of a little bit difficult because you don't know how long you're going to be there. You could always, if you re-enlist, you might go to a different state, so it's you got to know if you're going to stay there for a few years, and then you can go from there.
Yeah, and because we work with a lot of veterans that are coming we're in Orlando, guys. Yeah. So we have the third largest population of veterans in Orlando after California and Texas. But we also have a lot of active duty, and we had just gotten an email yesterday for one of our veterans who's stationed over, was it Afghanistan? And he wants to purchase a home. What are some of the reasons why? Because I could get it. Like if I was in the military, I'd be kind of like, well, I don't know if I want to, purchase a home. What are some of the reasons why somebody in the military would purchase a home while they're still active?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they want to purchase a home, it would be good. It would be good for them, and if they do leave, they can always rent it out. But if they know they're going to be there for 5 years, it would be better to start something, instead of just paying rent and the money just. I know the army. Yeah, I know the army that gives you the money, but the money starts. The magic word. Yeah, you're not really investing in anything, so you wanna be able to start something. Have something under your name and something under your belt, and just have your home. And if you do plan to get out after, you say you're there for 5 years and you plan to get out because you can get a good civilian job or something, then you already have your home set up, and then you've already been paying it for 5 years instead of just renting and
one of the things that we talk about with our first-time home buyers, whether you're in the military or whether you're not, is you can throw away, $10,000 to $15,000+ a year.
A year, where you could be putting that towards a home. So
Yeah, and if you're in Orlando, and you were telling me how much you love Orlando.
Yes, I love Orlando.
He's telling us that we're spoiled, guys.
Yes, we're very
that we're
spoiled.
spoiled. What were some of the things that you like as a, you've been a lot of places.
Yeah.
What is it? Why would you buy like a house in Orlando versus another place?
Well, because a lot of other places don't have as much attractions or much, I want to say, entertainment than other places. Because where I was stationed, there wasn't that much stuff there. So
Yeah, you were like one bowling alley.
yeah, like 2 bowling alleys and a golf course, and then here is like every other city or every other part of it there's like tons. So
tons of stuff to do.
Tons of stuff.
And that's what happens. I have a lot of my veterans, and some of them are when they're coming out, they may be having kids a little later on in life, and that's the big thing. They're like, well, I want to have my pass to Universal Studios, Disney, the beaches, and something you may not know about, like are the springs. We have beautiful crystal springs.
Yeah, beaches and everything. And some places you might not have nothing, so maybe a lake here and there. That's about it. So.
But now that you're going to Italy, I don't know.
Now we're going to Italy. It's going to be good.
Back.
Yeah, I might not come back, but.
But one of the things, and your mom has been like, oh, I want my son to get someplace, is that, Orlando is clocking twice the rent average as the rest of the country. Mm-hmm. So, and also we have a huge area that's zoned short-term rental around the Disney area. So you can buy a home and it can be an Airbnb, and it's zoned for short-term rental. Mm-hmm. And you can actually create in 1 week the amount of rent that you would get in, say, a whole month.
A whole month,
yeah,
wow.
Exactly, and there's a lot of homes, guys, in the $250 range still around Disney World within 8 to 10 minutes. That's not gonna last forever.
Wow, that's not gonna last, yeah.
It's not, we have, I was telling you, what we say, every time you come back to Orlando.
There's some new building or new, townhomes or condos or.
Yeah, and we're right now, guys, we are at Lakeside by Pulte Homes by St. John's. You're gonna see this beautiful, or St. John's, I always say St. John's. John's Lake. We have the St. John's River. This is John's. This is absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. And there is a waiting list already. We have 60,000 people coming into Orlando every year for the next 2 years at least, 1,700 people a week. And we have super low unemployment, and we have a huge technology sector. We have a lot of military that are here for imaging, for technology, for logistics. So there's a military community here, guys, in Orlando that you just have to kind of dig a little bit. I know Tampa's like a bigger, I think we have your central command over in Tampa. I have a lot of veterans out.
Yes,
in
beautiful. Tampa has a lot of.
And we cover Tampa as well, guys. So if you want to be Bayside, we have a team. My brother, he's retired Marine, and he lives over there in Indian Rocks Beach. We were there this last weekend. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about like the brain fog that happens. You would be a first-time home buyer. You're in the military, and somebody says, "Okay, Angel, what do you think about using a VA loan to buy a house?" What comes into your mind?
Well, so far, what I've heard about the VA loan is like for soldiers, for people that don't have a lot of savings, let's say they don't have 10 grand to put down on a house, it's zero down. So that's very appealing. You pretty much just get the loan that you want, and you could put zero down and just sign for your house and just start paying mortgage. So that's basically the best thing I've heard about the VA loan so far that I'm interested in.
Yes. Yeah, and that's the thing, the zero down, which is a huge thing. Now, do you know what closing costs are?
Yes, I've heard about closing costs. And of course, you always want to have some money to put down for a house if you're trying to own one. But yeah.
Oh, and what have they said about? Because that's a lot of times my first-time home buyers, they've heard the stories of closing costs, and when you hear that, what do you think those are?
Just like whatever it took for them to, start the home up, or whatever the construction side of it is.
Yeah.
That's what it means with closing costs.
Yeah. And so like we're sitting in new construction, and for existing homes, you can do zero down. Now, sometimes if you're building a house from scratch, they actually are going to want a deposit because they're building the house. And this one is about a 300-ish guys, is like 2,800 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and they can do some customization. So they may ask for a little bit, and I actually am learning too, you know, that and every builder's different. There are some builders who will work with a VA and they'll just do like a $500 deposit. Now that comes back to you at closing.
Yes.
And then one cool thing that you may not know with closing costs. So closing costs, I always like to say it, are like tax, tag, and title. So when you buy your car, right, you had to pay the taxes, you had to pay the title fees, and stuff like that. So that's the same with the house, right? So you get 0 down, but then the state of Florida wants their taxes, yes. And the you know, your VA loan has some finance fees that are part of that as well. You have to set up insurance. Like I gotta insure my house because we have hurricanes. But if you live in Orlando, they slow down a whole lot than if you live on the bay.
Yeah, exactly. It helps living in the middle of the state.
It does, you know, because if you're going to evacuate from the coast, you're coming here. You're coming to Orlando. We are your evacuation destination. Yeah. Thank God we have all of these hotels. But yeah, so typically your closing costs are about 4% of the loan. So if you're looking at a $200,000 house, because Jennifer can't do math, it's about $8,000. But with the VA loan, you can get those covered by the seller, and you can also get additional closing costs covered by the seller, an additional 4% or so. So like with Pulte Homes, they're going to give about $10,000 to help cover your closing costs. And there's additional rebates that can happen for veterans. So always ask about those rebates. You know, we work with USAA and Navy Federal, but I guarantee you, if you bring your cost estimate to Freedom and some of our other partners, we can not only meet it or beat it, we'll meet the rebates, because USAA gives you rebate, we meet the rebates, but we also have additional programs that Navy Fed and USA don't tell you. So since you're a hero, there are additional hero programs that the state of Florida has. And one of those is the Florida Heroes program. You can get another $7,500 on top of the 0 down and on top of what the builder does. So, you know, I would definitely, you know, I think the biggest thing that you need to know is that there are more resources for you, you know, that you might not know about. So how does like information kind of percolate around this? Like when you're in the military and people are talking about houses, like what stories are you hearing?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are still, like I said, they're renting and stuff, so they don't really, a lot of people are not really trying to get a home right away.
Yeah.
But with the VA loan, I feel like, I've learned about it, I've seen it a lot on social media and stuff.
What do you see on social media?
Yeah, I just want to see like 0 down, you know, 400,000 bonus for, not bonus, but 400,000 loan. Like your loan, you can get about 400,000, and then I'm sure it goes also by your rank, but I'm not sure.
It does, so that's really good. So it depends, and I don't have my VA, we have a certified VA instructor at VA Rep that goes through this, and I've gone through the class twice. I still don't know all the specifics, but yeah, depending on how long you've served, and depending on if you were, you know, deployed or not, also depending on if you were in the reserves, it's a little different. You got to serve a little longer, right?
Yeah.
Active duty. Exactly. And then there's something called the Certificate of Eligibility. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I heard about it.
So we call it the COE, but it just basically delineates that. It says, this is how long Angel served, this is what he's entitled to, this is how much of a VA loan that he can have. And I remember you were talking about how maybe you would like to buy a home and then move and then rent it out. Exactly, which you can do, guys. And what you might not know is if you have enough entitlement left, you can buy another home and live in that one while someone else is paying. Yeah, somebody's paying for your house. Now you have 2 houses. Exactly. So we want you to serve and create a nest egg, you know, as you're serving. So some of the things like that, you know, might, you know, what would you think would be the best way to create more information, or with your friends that are in the military, and how does the information come down to them?
I usually do like briefs and stuff. Like they'll have like financial briefs, and they go over the VA loans if you want to buy a house, or other stuff that the Army offers. But yeah, that's mostly most of the thing that they do. But yeah, it would be better if like maybe we do like more commercials or something. TV or something, I don't know. That would probably be best. So I know soldiers just go home, watch TV, and just want to chill out, get ready for the next day. So that would help.
Yeah, they don't want to necessarily like. Well, yeah, we have a lot of events coming up. We have if you're in town, but you're going to Italy, which is so super exciting. So how long are you going to be in Italy?
Well, I'm doing a 3-year tour. So
okay.
I'll be over there for that, and then I'm probably going to head back to the States after that.
Okay.
So that's when I'm thinking of buying my home.
Yeah, and I always say that it's never too early to start learning.
Learning or looking, yes.
Or investing now. He could probably in the next year or two, he can come, like, I'll do the whole transaction.
If I know I'm leaving.
Well, that's right. That's right. Sandra's got that. Don't, if there's any realtors watching, don't be
Since I'm the mother, I can do that. I can show him the house through the.
Yeah, because we do the virtual FaceTime and video.
Videos, and this is a good investment. If it's not a good investment, that's what I'm here for, to cover.
That's right. So she'll exactly, and she will mama bear you too. Yeah. So she's I see her very much mama bear. So have you ever had somebody who bought a home while they were stationed overseas? Did you ever hear anyone try to do that? What was that like for them?
Actually, one of my best friends, he joined a little earlier than me. So, but yeah, he bought a home in Fort Bliss in Texas, where I was just stationed. And he's now in Germany, and he rents it out. Yeah, he rents it out, and it's easy money. They're paying his mortgage, and he can sell it if he wants, or keep it,
and hold on to the equity.
Hold on to the equity, exactly.
Wow. So does it help having somebody who's maybe done it and kind of gives you a sense of?
Yeah, like someone did it. I can do it. I don't want to be that person that's scared because they don't know if someone's gonna pay the rent.
Well, I was gonna say, what are your biggest fears?
That's one of the biggest fears is like, oh, I have to pay 2 mortgages because the guy didn't come up with the rent, or oh man, we haven't rented out the house and it's been a month or 2, and now we're still paying that mortgage, and then now we're paying this mortgage. So that's a lot of the fears. But for people that actually just do it, most of the time they do pretty well.
So maybe it's just like our fears become these big monsters, but the reality of the situation, maybe it's just a small thing. What do you think that can alleviate that?
Is that they get a good property manager.
Yeah,
like me. No, let me say.
Yeah,
and then, because I've ran like 20 properties, and my investor has never gone hungry at all. All the rents are paid on time. I make sure that when I do put somebody in a home, that that they qualify right. Because if they don't qualify, I won't put them in that home. So you have to get a good property manager to make sure.
Good track record.
She's doing her,
I had one property manager, and she did an inspection every quarter. So that way that the house is in good condition. And right now we have a shortage of rentals, so we have a very, very low vacancy rate. So in Orlando, we're also #1 in Forbes for real estate investment. We have investors from all over the country coming here. So and we've been clocking 10% appreciation. So it's been pretty amazing. Well, I know we've gone over a lot of stuff, guys. I don't know if there's any questions that you just have, like as an active duty. And thank you so much for your service. We appreciate you so much, and one thing I've noticed with all my friends who are veterans, so important to find community once you get out, to people who kind of understand, but we thank you. Are there any questions that you had, or anything that you think one of your friends might want to ask about veteran loans or moving to Orlando?
Yeah, they would probably want to know, how much you would be available for, like how much loan can I get for my rank, or what am I eligible for, or maybe my credit, like maybe if your credit is not good, that's another thing. That's a really good question. Is that going to still affect me for a VA loan, or maybe I can start working on building my credit to get better and stuff like that.
So VA is really flexible. Like you can have a low credit score with VA and still get that 100%. Yes, you can be as low as a 580. Also, this is a great question. VA allows you to have a very high debt to income ratio. So you can go almost to 60%-ish with, you know, like if you're looking at a pie of what you make, most banks will only let 45% of that pie go to your mortgage, your car payment, your fixed income or fixed debt. But VA will, not only that, VA is really great about the condition of the home. So if there's something that's not quite right, we can petition VA, and their mission is to make sure that the veteran has housing. So they will, you know, if you know the right people, you have the right connections, you know, you can petition, you can talk to them about making special exceptions, you know, for the service member with a veteran loan. Also, I mean, I would say, guys, the average price in Orlando right now for a home is like $280. Most of our veterans more than qualify for the average price, exactly, of a home in Florida, and even more. Most veterans make a little bit more than the median income. In Orlando, it's like 45. A lot of our veterans are clocking in around 70-ish, which allows them so many choices with getting either an existing home or with building a home. And plus we have like the extra incentives, you know, with our Heroes programs and things like that. So the opportunities for veterans in Orlando right now are enormous. And I see that for at least the next 2 to 5 years. I don't know what the market's gonna be like after that. But yeah, we're very, very friendly, and there's a lot that you can do, you know, whatever your credit is, whatever your income is, there are options for you and your friends. All right, guys, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. It's kind of been a little bit of a long interview, but this is so important, so good information that needs to get out. Please share it with your military friends and family. We're gonna now walk around this house hunter style. Right. We're gonna show you this beautiful model called the Citrus Grove, and we're gonna see what Angel thinks about it, so we'll be right back. Hey guys, it's Jennifer with the Vivo Real Estate Team on Let's Talk Orlando, and we wanna give a shout out to our sponsor, Freedom Mortgage. We are so excited to have them as a sponsor with Let's Talk Orlando and the Vivo Real Estate Team. They have worked with us over the years, bringing our clients satisfaction, success, and beautiful closings. Whenever you're thinking about buying a house, guys, even before you call us, definitely reach out to Freedom Mortgage. They have so many options and they truly give you freedom. We're doing a veteran episode today. They have so many great options for our veterans. So we just want to thank Freedom Mortgage for being a sponsor. Give them a call. Their information is going to be below. And you guys, let's get rocking. Hey guys, so we are out here at Lakeview Preserve with Pulte Homes, and we've got Angel and Sandra waiting to see this beautiful home. So follow me. It's 2,855 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2 to 4 bathrooms, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Hey guys, how you doing? Can't wait to see you. All right, so let's go inside. This is Sandra and Angel, and they're gonna take a look at this beautiful home today. All right, so welcome to the Citrus Grove floor plan. And tell me what you think. As you go right off here, you've got a lovely study room.
This is nice. This is spacious, okay.
So when you come back from like a long tour, what would you see yourself maybe doing in this room?
Maybe get like a study room, yeah. Maybe have my like computer and stuff here. Chill out, get away from everybody. Yeah.
You got 2 doors to close.
Close the doors and leave me alone. Do not disturb sign on there.
Yes, or man cave. Like this could be your man cave, like right?
Lighting and stuff, yeah, that's nice.
So we have 9-foot ceilings, even though it's a 2-story house. We have 9-foot ceilings. We have a bathroom on the first floor, and then we have a beautiful kitchen.
The kitchen, yeah, I like it. Like the island, of course.
So this is made out of quartz countertop. What was really big was the, granite. You see a lot of granite, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the quartz countertop is a little bit better because it's not as porous, and you don't have to take care of it as much.
Yes. It's small and easy to take care of.
Mm-hmm. So when you guys like get together, like, are you more in the kitchen or?
Yes, definitely, always in the kitchen.
Spanish people, yes. cooking, making cafe. Yes, we entertain in the kitchen.
The stove.
We like to make our food.
And what do you guys think of the lighting? I
Oh,
love
it's
the lighting.
beautiful. I love it. I think that's cute.
I like it.
Yeah.
The geometric, yeah, is really kind of in style. And then with the grays, are you more like a colorful person or?
I actually kind of like how this is the colors, the white and the grays and stuff.
Very
Yeah.
neutral. Very neutral. Yeah.
So then come over this way. Come on over here,
Easy on
Angel.
the eyes.
And you got your living area. Do you think that this is like, I know you have a growing family. You mentioned you have 2 boys and
Yes.
you have a girl. So
Now I have a daughter, yes.
and so with a space, like what is
Yeah, we
this?
definitely need space. I can run around and, watch TV, whatever. Yeah, definitely.
And then you could be hidden in your man cave.
Exactly. Be over there and chilling, making a mess or whatever they're doing.
Well, let's go outside. There's a special feature about this community that I want to show you that you might not know about.
Oh, the patio. This is what I like. My patio. That's a must. You get to sit down and relax and not always be inside the house, right? Yeah, definitely. This is where you have your little coffee in the morning or your little meditation.
Yeah, and you can easily like enclose this. And one of the thing about this community is the lake. So I don't know if you're into water sports, but you can do kayaking, you can do canoeing. It's going to come with its own dock, and you can also like go water skiing. It's a really huge lake, and it's now. Have you heard of the Butler chain of lakes in Florida, in Orlando? The Butler chain.
Butler chain?
That one is located in Windermere, which is a very high-priced, multi-million-dollar area. It's known for being one of the most beautiful chain of lakes. Well, the Johns Lane of chain of lakes is right up there with it. So you get to go to different lakes. There's always something new to explore, and it has fishing. Are you into fishing?
Yes, definitely.
Ah, okay.
Fishing is fun.
So yeah, you can go out there with your sons, and you guys can go fishing. You can go get a kayak, and then for your little girl, they're gonna have like a fitness area, not fitness area, but a splash area, playground, and fitness area that's gonna be included, big pool and all that stuff. So you don't have to build your own pool. They're gonna have a beautiful community pool here as well.
It's beautiful. I love it.
She's ready to move in. All right, let's go upstairs, guys.
Yes.
Hey guys, before we head upstairs, I want you to know that the master bedroom is on the first floor. What do you think about this?
It's good. It's good.
And this is like a queen, right?
King.
This
This
is a
more
king.
of a king.
That's right. This is a king size bed.
King size bed.
With that-
so
oh my
there's
God, I
still
love
enough
that.
room.
That is nice. Totally different.
I like
The
master
lighting
bedroom
in
downstairs.
here, the space.
Why do you like the master
You have
bedroom
a little-
downstairs?
It's away from everybody.
You want your peace when you come home. What do you think about the size of the master bathroom?
I like the size of the master bathroom. It has the 2 sinks, so that's good. Got a walk-in closet.
And are you going to be using that closet, or is it going to be with your wife?
It's gonna be hard to be more the wife, but yeah.
And look, wait, tell me what you think about this shower.
I like this easy. It's just, you just get in, you do what you
walk
gotta
in.
do.
This is like a landing place.
Yeah.
Look at how
All the
long.
space.
It's like, woo!
Yeah. I might put a chair in here or something, and a TV or something.
You can totally chill out in that master. But you know what I love, Angel, having my master downstairs is that I had my kids upstairs and they could make a mess, and I had a rule: no toys, no craziness past the stairs.
Yeah.
This downstairs is for the adults.
This is for keep it good.
So guys, we're on the second floor and we have
Amazing.
this awesome like loft space. What do you think we might do here?
I like how it's already set up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I like the
Got
green
the
thing
living
going
room.
on. This is to play, to relax,
Or I would
watch
make it like a big
movies,
playroom for the kids.
have the little kids
Yeah.
read their books, do their homework.
Yeah, you could totally let them go
Yes.
crazy up
Go
here.
crazy up here,
This
yeah.
is crazy family room. You know,
Yeah.
they can play their video
Everything.
games, they can do their
Oh,
movies.
look how cute! Connect the 4, look at
Yeah,
that.
that's nice.
I play that with my grandchildren all the time.
Oh, really? I haven't
with
seen
the-
that in
I
I haven't seen that
know.
in forever.
Yes, I play that with them.
So this is an example of one of the bedrooms. We may not hit all of them.
Oh my god, this is Amazing.
Wow,
So
that's
cute.
All of the bedrooms are
like the
really
boys.
spacious and big, and this one actually has its own bathroom, and all of the bedrooms have walk-in closets, right?
Nice.
So like one of the things as a mom that I love doing is putting the dresser inside the walk-in closet sometimes to more space, but you have so much space here already.
Yeah.
So do you see
Nice.
yourself in like maybe 4 bedrooms, or how many bedrooms do you think would be perfect for your family?
Well, me, I need like at least a 5-bedroom. A 4-bedroom.
5!
Yeah, a 5-bedroom is fine. We can, if it's spacious like
his
this, we
kingdom.
can make it work. Yeah.
You could do like a bunk bed maybe, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Your boys, you said how old they are they?
6 and 5. They can share what
They
they,
can share a
have.
room,
to.
yeah. All right, we'll check out one. Let's check out one.
Okay,
over
one more
here.
room.
And we gotta check
This
out
is
this
cute.
one.
We gotta
yeah,
check out
yeah.
the girl.
Oh.
Oh,
Amelia's
Okay.
room.
This will be my daughter's room, yeah.
Amelia. Ay, tan linda.
and some of the things,
Like
it's not
graduation.
hard to make this, guys. Like when you might want to show this. You might want to show this to your wife, because
Yes.
they
This is
just
amazing.
use. I actually did this with my daughter's room. We almost did the same colors, and then you just take some posters and you just frame them,
Yeah.
and couple and you're done. A couple of little fixtures, and you have a room like this for your little girl. So that's it. This is the beautiful Citrus Grove,
Beautiful.
and I hope we've given you a future and kind of open your eyes to what's possible while you're
Definitely.
serving far away.
I'm
Thank you so much for coming on, Angel. And
You're very welcome.
hug.
Very welcome.
And we'll be praying for you,
Thank you,
me and
thank
your
you.
mom, and
Give me
we
a hug.
just let me get. Aww.
Oh, I love you.
He
Oh my
leaves
God.
on. When do you leave again?
The 8th.
The 8th.
The 8th. Okay, so he won't be that much longer with us, and this will be out in a couple of weeks, guys. So if you're a veteran and you want to learn more, again, we're members of VA Rep, and we partner with Freedom Mortgage with some of our VA loans. Just feel free for just education, for guidance, for coaching, even if it's like a year or 2 that you're out. We always have lots of events, lots of training coming up, and we just thank you guys for watching. Let's Talk Orlando. So we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.